Okay. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hi, Shola. How you doing?
Good evening, Tony. How are you? Good to see you.
Good, good,
Good to see
good.
you,
So,
gents.
good evening, everybody on the call. Just welcome to the Game Challenger. This show, we're going to be delving
Mm.
into health and wellness to empower everybody on the call, and also to talk about challenges, risks, and most importantly, nutritional solutions if where possible. Shola, um, do you want to say a few words before we kickstart?
Yeah, just to really reiterate what you're saying, Tony. I mean, yes, it sounds like one of these quips and ideas that our health literally is our wealth.
Mhm.
And as men, we literally can't do anything unless we have our health intact. Our physical health, our mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, everything links up. So it's great that we can have a forum like this, a discussion like this tonight. And let's see, apart from having that discussion, let's see what the solutions are to the issues that are out there. So yeah, let's just
Mhm.
open the floor. Let's see what we have in store for tonight.
Fantastic, fantastic. I think what the whole thing, what makes it is everybody on the call. So we have Femi, we have Chinatu, we have Yola. Um, so if they can all just anything that they want to find out about, any challenges, any issues, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So what do you, Yemi, Femi, just have we just like say hi. Just what are you looking out for? What are you looking for on this podcast? What are you looking out for? Look what you just one or two things.
It seems it seems like a men's forum kind of thing to me. So I choose to believe it's like a blank is
I know. Yeah, yeah. Can you talk? Yeah,
Yes, I can talk. Yeah, I can.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. I think if I take it from what on the health, because I'm purely looking at the health side, what Femi said, I think Femi is talking more about the availability of organic food in Africa and not in UK or in Europe or America, where it's more cheaper and it's more non-organic. And as you were saying, where they say it's healthy food, which is organic, it's more expensive because they tell you this is the healthy food or organic, and that is not, and it's your choice. And
Mm,
Shinato is talking about the availability of the funds to
mm,
actually acquire the food or the right food you need. In
mm,
terms of it's there in
mm,
in Africa or in Nigeria, it's there where you have a lot of organic food, and
mm,
in fact, it's very expensive to refrigerate food. Those are more expensive, in fact, than the organic food. It's the
mm,
reverse to be in Europe or America, as Femi was saying. It's cheaper. You have the organic food in Africa, but
mm,
also I think there are also other additives which could be your things we can help, like
mm,
herbs. We have more natural herbs in Africa, things we can drink, which are cheap, which are simple,
mm,
that can help a lot of what's affecting us in terms of like cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, whatever it is. Well, there's a lot of herbs which grow around us. Sorry, it grows around us and we can have it. Moringas are growing everywhere. You see them being cut and used as firewood. You have lemongrass,
Hmm.
you have mango leaf, you have pear leaf, you have sour shaps. You have a lot, in gardens around us. We have all those things, but we don't take advantage of them. We just,
mm,
and also, if I look at in Africa, though we have the organic food, because of the economy, it's another
mm,
thing. The economy also allows us not to, doesn't allow us to have the food we that's it's more healthy. We eat
mm,
more outside. So what we call the mama put more, because people
Hmm.
look at providing the house is more expensive They go out there, have their money, or because of even the time. Those drivers, even us when I was there, you go to these quick people that would make their food. The hygiene, you don't know the hygiene. You can get dysentery, you can get malaria, and there's other things that can crop up. I'm looking at how the food can affect our health, you know. Well, for me, it's the first time I'm coming, but also looking at stress. Stress. Stress, which can happen anywhere in Africa, in Europe, in America. It depends on the circumstance of the individual. Be family, it could be business, it could be work, it could be aspiration, it could even be college that can change the stress level of that individual where your health can get bad or worse, or you can develop illnesses because of stress. Because stress also is another serious issue that affects men's health. So I think maybe we can look at those different areas, but I'm sure for you, the experts, you'll be looking at what directly affects you and how it can be addressed for men. And again, most men don't talk. We sort of say, oh, my back or my head or my chest. We just rub it and say, oh, it will go, it will go, it will go. And then we'll lie down there and think, oh, it will go. And it won't go. Go and have a check done. Do a check. Don't wait until when it's worse. You can bear the pain. When you're screaming, you go down for checkups. So I think that's another thing we should look at in health issues. So for me, it's all there are issues around it, not only the provision or the availability, but also psychological and mental, that could also affect men's health. And we should look at how you guys can advise us how we can best address those issues. Thank you.
Thank you. That's expanded on what Femi and Chinete said. Well, one of the things is, like, for example, you mentioned something just there, like sudden death. Some people that suddenly die.
Yeah.
And like you said, some people say, I've got a headache and it will go, or I've got pain, it will go, and it doesn't go, and then suddenly something happens, all of a sudden. So I think one of the things, like you said, we don't talk much as men when it comes to our health. We feel that we're men, and we've got to be careful. We always also think that we're manning up. Not stressing anybody about our health, because we're strong, we're like oxes, and really we're not designed that way.
No.
One of the things I say to a lot of people is, look, if you think about, even though it's an analogy, but it's not really complete, but if you think about your car, you don't wait for it to break down before you service it.
No.
I mean, imagine that you waited till it broke down before you serviced it. You can't service it anymore. You have to repair it, don't you?
Yeah.
So now it will cost you more money to repair it when it breaks down, than it would have costed you if you service it, and probably it would have broken.
Yeah.
We as men, especially black men, and I'm going to say black men because we're all black on this call at the moment, but it's white men too. But for black men especially, we wait till the body breaks down before we, most of the time, not a lot of us, I'll say a lot of us. It's just that I know there's some very health conscious black men on this planet, but a lot of us wait for our body to break down before we now think about what we need to do for it. But we all have, a lot of us have cars. We would never do what we do to our body to a car. Especially if you think about it, let's say you bought a car let's say you was just in a position where you were able to get a car on finance, or your car of your dream on finance. Your car of your dream on finance. So tell me, what's your car of your dream? What's your dream car? What's your dream car? So each person, tell me what your dream car is. Shola, what's your dream car?
Oh, I don't know. Bentley, just give me a Bentley
Bentley.
Coupe, for
Oh,
example.
Bentley. I like that Bentley. I like it. One of our bosses has a Bentley, and I've been in it. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Femi, what's your dream car? What's your dream car? Yeah.
Honestly, Tony, I think my favorite car.
Yeah.
I'm not the Bugatti kind of guy.
Doesn't matter. Just tell us. Just tell us. Just tell us.
You
What.
give me Bugatti. You give me Bugatti. I'll
Bugatti.
use it.
Bugatti.
You give me one Bugatti. I'll use it to pick up corresponding number of Jaguar SJ series. The last one they made was 2011 or 12.
Okay.
The one with enough legroom. That
Oh,
remains
fantastic.
my favorite of all time.
You got it.
And
Fantastic.
not the compacted ones they now have. That
Look at that.
remains.
Look at the detail you're having. Look at the detail.
Yeah.
Okay, Femi, we'll come back to you. Okay, Yaya, your dream car. What's your dream car?
I like fast cars. I like fast cars.
Fast cars.
So,
Give me one. Give me one.
A Porsche. A
Porsche.
A Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche. I like Porsches too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chinatu, what's your favorite car? What's your favorite car?
I love BMW and the Range Rover Sport.
BMW Range Rover Sports. Wow.
BMW and Range Rover. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. I mean, I like the Rolls Royce convertible, the two-door Rolls Royce convertible. It looks amazing. But guys, when we think about cars, our eyes light up, and we think about, wow. We talk about the extras. We talk about all these things. But if, let's say, you got that car now, when you drive that car, you love the drive. If you hear something go tick, 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 that doesn't normally go tick, 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 you start going, hold up here, what's wrong with the car? Is there something wrong with the car? So guess what you do? Because you know you've invested in that car, or the car is on finance, yeah? Guess what you do? You take it in to get them to check. Why is it making this noise? Isn't it? And they may check it, and they may say, oh, maybe we need to screw this or whatever. If it's due for servicing, do you say, no, I'm not going for servicing this month. I'm going to wait till next month. I'm going to wait till next quarter or next year. No, you don't. You take it for servicing. Yeah. The reason why I'm talking about this is that something like a car, which is not as precious as our body, we take more care of that car, even though it hasn't broken down. We take it in for regular servicing. Every time when it's due servicing, we take it in. We don't wait for it to break down. As men, we're supposed to go checkups at least twice a year. Are you taking your body for a checkup twice a year? Are you servicing your body every quarter? Your body should be serviced every quarter. Every 3 months, you should put your body in service. Are you doing that? Now, if we're not doing that, that means our car or our possessions are taking priority over ourselves. But you know, the funny thing about it is none of these things can exist without ourselves. Your house cannot exist without you, your body. Your car cannot exist without your body. Yeah. Anything you have cannot exist without this body. But think about how much investment are you putting inside your body. We talk about price. Listen, if a carrot is organic and it costs £5, yeah, and it's good for my body, and there's one that's non-organic that costs £1 and it's not good for my body, you deserve the £5 carrot. You deserve it. Not that you can afford it, you deserve it. Yeah, you deserve it. Because that body, when that body is in good shape, then it can now perform what you want to perform. So one thing I'll say to everybody on the call is that one of our main problems that we have today as men is we don't take care of ourselves enough. We don't go for checkups enough. We don't service our body enough. We keep on looking at, we're always in a hurry. So we grab this, grab that, grab this, grab that, eat this. As if our body, is our body a dustbin? Because as we're grabbing, we're not looking at what's in there. we think, okay, there must be something in there that will stop me feeling hungry. We're not saying there's something in there when you're in a hurry to grab food. We're not talking about there's something in there that could make my body healthy. We're thinking of something in there that can stop me being hungry. But yes, there are some things in there that can stop you being hungry. But guess what? There are a lot of things in there also, fast foods and so on, that can cause damage to your body. Would you, when you drive, listen, when you drive your car, would you just stop at any petrol station? Yeah. If you put diesel in a petrol car, what's going to happen? Look, that's the same thing as you putting rubbish in your body. We need to stop being dustbins. We're not dustbins. Your body's not a dustbin. Look, when we talk about lifestyle diseases that are affecting men, especially black men, heart disease is number one. Heart disease is number one. Yeah? Cancer. Can you believe it? Cancer. Where did cancer come from? Cancer is number two. Then we have things like diabetes, cholesterol. These things were before unheard of. But our lifestyles now have made it such that we are fast people. So we eat fast food. And you know what else we do? Some of us, unfortunately, die fast too. We heard Joe at the end of the last podcast. May his brother's soul rest in peace. Yeah, and he said that the problem is his brother didn't take care of himself enough. He said that he was always busy. He had no time for himself. Time. He wasn't sleeping enough. Some of us are not sleeping enough. When we don't sleep, do you know what happens when you don't sleep enough? What happens is sleeping is a part of detoxification. If you don't sleep enough, the required number of sleep for a man is between 7 to 8 hours. I have some men saying, "Oh, Tony, I can manage with 4 hours." I said, you may be able to manage, but your body inside cannot manage it. Because when you don't sleep those 7 to 8 hours, then you have extra 4 hours. Let's say you sleep for 4 hours instead of 8. You have 4 hours of toxins that have been left in your body, retained in your body. And then today you're going to now add more toxins to your body. So have you heard of compound interest? Where you put your money and it's compounded? You've never seen interest like that. Your money goes bam, 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 bam. It gets larger and larger and larger. Yeah. But guess what? We have compound toxins because we're not sleeping enough, because we're not eating the right food, because we're not servicing our body. And then we're wondering why we're having these lifestyle diseases. We are self-inflicting these diseases on us. Now, the doctors have a role to play in terms of to repair the problem. But why are you giving them a problem to repair? It's because we've taken the decision that we don't have time. You know what I said to someone the other day? He said, Tony, I can never sleep 8 hours. Never. I said, why can't you sleep? No. He said, I said, listen, let me tell you something. Every day, he said, I sleep 5 hours maximum, 5 hours. Yeah. I said, okay. So you're shortchanging yourself for 3 hours. I said, every 3 hours means you're going to leave this earth. What if I said to you, every 3 hours means you're going to leave this earth 3 hours earlier? So if you lost 3 hours every day, that means instead of you going on time, you're going to be gone too soon. That means you lost 20 hours. If you don't sleep on earth, you sleep longer. You'll get to your destination earlier. So these are things that we have. These are the challenges that we have. I mean, there are black men suffering with erectile dysfunction. There are black men suffering with prostate enlargement, prostate cancer. Yeah, they're keeping quiet about it. Somebody called me the other day, said he had prostate cancer. But there were indications of that before it happened. There were signs of that before it happens. There were symptoms of it before it happened. Have we? It's like you driving a car and not looking at your gauges. Imagine driving a car and you don't have any water gauge to say that it's overheating, or you don't have any petrol gauge to say that your petrol is running out. Yeah, that's the way we're running our lives. We're not looking at the signs, and we need to deal with that. So that's me. Before I go on, because I can go on forever and this, but I want everyone to just comment and say what they have to say. And also, what I'm going to do also is, obviously, we're not talking just about the problems. We need to talk also about the solutions. If someone has these problems, what are the natural solutions? I think Yaya talked about herbs. There are herbs out there. Yeah. There are fruits out there. There are vegetables out there. There are things that can accelerate the healing process. Yeah. And so these are things that there are problems out there too that can add to your problems. So let's go over. Shola, you want to